Welcome to a special Sunday evening. I don't know what that was. You can tell it's the end of the year because I uploaded the wrong video file and then I started talking and I'm like, wait, I'm not talking. Oh, welcome to Football Focus Weekly. We are sponsored by Victory Chevrolet. Where does $19 down will deliver any new or pre-owned vehicle. Make sure you visit victorychevrolet.com today for any vehicle needs that you may have. All right. This show is going to be a little different because CMS is playing JV football tonight and varsity football tomorrow night. So we'll have some of the guys a little later after they have those JV games finishing up and they get back to the school and get out of there. So we will have some of the guys here a little earlier in the show, and some of the guys will join a little later because of that. If you notice that we look a little different, our service called StreamYard has now kind of added a comments on stage option to the live stream, so you guys can now see your comments in real time, and that'll save me from going and searching for all these comments when I want to talk about them. So if you want to get on the show, you want to say something now, you don't have to wait on me to click on it. You can just say it, and it's going to pop up right there on the screen. So of course, Kim is first. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. The chat administrator is back. He's been gone most of the season. So much so that he told me he didn't even realize he was in the open. And I said, you've been there all season. The heck, man. And then Karen Belk, yeah, it's been a time. It's been a time. I can share with you guys a lot of the stuff that's been going on with us. When I say us, more so me. I've had a lot more responsibility added to my real job. So that's the good of it is, obviously, I'm doing pretty good. But the other side of it is it's less time for high school football. So I know that we had kind of talked about, or I had kind of talked about, deciding on whether or not we were going to keep doing things the way we've been doing them. The structure of CFI will pretty much stay the same, but you will see some different people doing different things going forward. So that's more so just to let you guys know that we aren't going anywhere. So I know a couple people asked me that when I was out and about. We'll still be around. We'll just look a little different in the future. And let's see, we got Luke Zabo. We'll talk about that here shortly, Luke, because we're going to be out and about a good bit the next couple days. Jonathan Mitchell, good to see you as always. So Thursday night, as I said, CMS and some other schools are now playing on Thursday because Halloween is Friday, and it gives us an opportunity to cover a couple different games, a 2-game week, so to speak. So Thursday night, me and producer will be going to Garinger when they're hosting West Meck. I haven't seen West Meck since way early in scrimmage time, and I haven't seen Garinger at all this year. And that's an important game. We're going to talk about it a little later, but that game has a lot of bearing, believe it or not. It has a lot of bearing in the playoffs, and we'll explain why. And then Friday, we are going to go, me and producer are going to go to J.M. Robinson. That's becoming one of my favorite places to go to. I hadn't been there since the Jamboree early in the season. And we'll see, in my opinion, the two best teams in Cabarrus County face off, which is Northwest Cabarrus coming to J.M. Robinson. So those are the games we'll be at. Our guy, Shay Shottam, Shay Quan. Thursday, he is going to, oh gosh, I forgot already. Where is he going Thursday? Oh, he's going to Providence. They're hosting RG-Kiel. That is a de facto conference championship game. We'll see if Providence can win the conference for the first time in a long time, or if RG-Kiel can knock them off and force a three-way tie situation in that conference down there with Palisades. So he'll be there Thursday. And then Friday, he is going to Lake Norman as they host Mooresville in the big rivalry game up there. So we've got you covered all over the metro area Thursday and Friday. And we'll have, of course, someone actually is there going to be a Thursday night live. No, it will not be a Thursday night live, but we will have Friday night live at our normal time at midnight. And we'll talk about both Thursday and Friday night games on that show. So, all right. Let's see. Dakota McCann, good to see you. Luke, yep, we'll be out there Friday. You know, the last time I came out there, someone told me they're going to buy me a chicken sandwich. I ain't getting no chicken sandwich, nor did I see that person. I was a little disappointed about that, but that's okay. Oh, let's see. John, good to see you, man. Appreciate you watching. All right, well, let's get into no, we were not going to let Coach Billups. No, he cannot go solo. If we let Coach Billups go solo, there'd be no more CFI. We put it that way. All right. Yes, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. There's a story that the CFI crew knows very well that centers around chicken sandwiches and promises. And if I had time, I'd go into it. But we got a lot to talk about tonight. So here's what we got on the docket. Let me hide these comments for a second here. All right. So we got Pep Man's players coming up right after this. Then we'll get into the rapid rewind. We'll talk about last week's games. Let the guys talk about that a little bit. We'll do our RPI analysis and playoff preview, kind of like what we did last week when we started diving into what high school OT has for their brackets, projections, and things of that nature. Then we'll review the Dirty Dozen and CMS Best to Last updates. And then we'll jump into the previews and analysis for all the big games this week. We got a lot of them. We're going to do 8 games tonight, and we could have did more. I just ran out of room on the graphics, so we'll do 8 games tonight. All right, so let's get into Pep Man's players. All right, so we had a lot of players this week. I won't comment on everybody in the interest of time, but just to highlight a couple guys here on each slide. Xavier Hutchins from Kings Mountain had a big game, 10 catches for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. He is really growing into a heck of a receiver. And, you know, him and William Tex Vaughn on the other side in that offense, that gives Kings Mountain a couple of really big-time threats. If they can get their running back, Jarlin Dryback, he's been out for a while. I don't know what the injury is, but if he can come back and, you know, pair with those guys and KJ Bell pulling the trigger, that can be a dangerous team here going into the playoffs. Jalen Ryan has been a corner at Olympic who has played steady football all season long. Against Berry last week, he had 4 pass breakups, which is always a really good number for a defensive back in a game, and then allowed no completions. And that Berry team will throw it every play if they can. So that's nothing to sneeze at there. Also standing out, Callaway Williams from South Mecklenburg had a big game, 151 receiving yards and a touchdown catch along with an interception. He is a Queen City Senior Bowl selection as a defensive back, but he's also made a lot of plays on the offensive side of football for the Sabres this year. Jonte Harrison, what a game. West Cabarrus quarterback, threw 3 touchdowns, and then he ran for 3 touchdowns as well, so accounting for 6 touchdowns and nearly 300 total yards of offense. And he has become the main guy in their offensive attack. And when he plays well, Typically, West Cabarrus scores a lot of points, and they play well also. So I had to shout out that young man for what he's been doing here lately. All right, on the next slide to highlight Xavier Edmond, the running back at Mallard Creek. Nice explosive runs, 9 carries for 163 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's going to be a big key to see if Mallard Creek can make a run here in the playoffs coming up starting next week. I want to highlight a freshman who's having a really good season, Tyson Douglas Brown for Corvian. We hear of Corvian, we know they are a really good team. Excuse me, down in the 2A ranks, but they're here in Charlotte, of course. Last week had 138 passing yards and 71 rushing yards, and 2 total touchdowns. And for the year, he's thrown 14 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions with nearly 1,500 yards passing, and also another 300 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. So he's going to be a player to watch here for the next few years. To get that kind of production from a freshman quarterback on the varsity level is always really impressive for sure. Sione Lattimore at Cox Mill, another incredible game. I liked watching his film. I watched it when he tagged me in it, and then I watched it again today because I wanted to write about him on Prep Red Zone North Carolina. Incredible numbers, 14 catches for 193 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, the really impressive thing was he didn't get it just running like 1 or 2 routes. Like he caught 2 balls, high pointing the ball in single coverage. He was running a couple curl routes against zone coverage, knowing how to sit down and find the hole. He's running some crossing routes, running away from man coverage. Just a whole impressive film for a wide receiver at this level. It was really impressive. I think it's only a matter of time before college coaches start inquiring about him for sure. All right, on the next slide, there's a couple guys here. The duo from Bunker Hill. Now, Bunker Hill lost this game to North Lincoln. It was a shootout. North Lincoln won 40-38, but Landon Agee from North Lincoln, he's been great all season, 183 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. But the guys at Bunker Hill, I watched a little bit of the highlights I could find. Grayson Blair, a left-handed quarterback, really accurate, good timing with his passes. 420 passing yards and 5 touchdowns, man. It's incredible. But he had a great rhythm going with Tay Gaither, his receiver, 9 catches for 285 yards and 4 touchdowns, man. That is incredible. I couldn't believe they lost when I started looking into, where these stats are coming from. But Gaither is a heck of an athlete. He's a 2027 kid who also plays defensive back, very athletic and fast, great agility with his footwork. Really, really impressive stuff. Ari Greenfield at J.M. Robinson continues to impress. Another great dual threat game, about 185 in the air and 130 on the ground, and 2 touchdowns. Excited to see him this Friday up against Northwest Cabarrus. And then Braylon Clark had a very impressive game-winning touchdown catch, a deep post route from his quarterback, who's doing a really good job, Achilles Morales. And they got a big win over Charlotte Latin, a big-time rival school amongst the Big Four here in Charlotte. He's the number 1 rated 2028 player in North Carolina from us at Prep Red Zone. And all he's doing is backing it up every week with these incredible numbers and big-time plays in critical situations. And that's why so many college coaches want his services already, only as a sophomore. He's got offers from just about every Power 4 school you can think of. All right, on the last slide here, Pep Man's players. Jared Street with another really good game, 315 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, another rushing touchdown. Like I said, I think Independence is playing the best football of the year at the right time. We'll talk about their big game coming up with Butler here later on in the show. Marcus Sales from Cannon, he got these numbers against Raven Gap, and you guys know how good Raven Gap is as in terms of having some top-end talent. He had 7 catches for 180 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. And I mean, they were playing him in man coverage, and they could not guard him. They could not guard him. If Cannon had a little more time to throw the football, I think his numbers would have been even more impressive. That's how good he was in that game. I got to shout out AJ McClain from Ashbrook. He's the quarterback. A lot of people think about Ashbrook as a run-first team, but I thought he managed this game really well. 207 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and I put on there excellent game management because Ashbrook was running some read option stuff, and he was making the right decision every time on those plays. He didn't force the ball when it wasn't there in the passing game, and he was running the ball and keeping the chains moving in critical situations. So I thought he played an excellent game in their victory over Crest. We'll talk about here shortly. And then finally, I want to shout out Jameer Anderson from Huff. He didn't have a receiving touchdown all season. And their star receiver, Tyron Evans, was out with injury in a big game against Myers Park. And he stepped up with his first 2 receiving touchdowns of the season in that big win Huff had over Myers Park, 28-6. That gave them the conference title and has kept them as a number 1 seed so far throughout these projected brackets. So we shouted him out last week on the show, said he was going to have to be a guy that steps up, in Evans' absence, and he did that exactly. So a lot of good guys right there on Pep Man's players. All right, let's go to the guys that are here. We got 2 of them. First off, oh, well, thank you, Coach. I appreciate that. Someone gave me some bad information. That's right there from the source. Thank you, Coach. All right. First of all, we got the illustrious Coach Billups.
Of course, Baker be watching.
He's a friend of the show. All coaches are friends of the show.
Y'all disregard. I'm having a bad hair day, so I gotta be my black boy joy. I'm just a boy. You know how the girls like to say, "I'm just a girl. I'm just a boy." But hey, before we get going, shout out to first shot Sione Lattimore. Man, Sione been doing that since his 9th grade year over there at Cottsmill. So Sione is a dog. He's one of the people I was talking about last year. He was on JV. They brought him up against Hickory Ridge to play tight end, and all they wanted him to do was chip the defensive end who's now at Mooresville. And man, he kicked that boy's butt. He was one of the big factors that helped Cottsmill win that game last year. Not this year. I already know about the Hickory Ridge Cottsmill thing, but Sione is somebody who can play tight end. He can play inside, outside. He is a dog. He's a go-getter. I'm not just saying that because he's somebody I coach. I don't see this boy grow up. He does a lot of great games for Cottsmill. And then my last one, Marcus Sells. Marcus Sells Jr. is a dog. Marcus Sells Jr. is probably one of the best two-way players in the state that people don't really talk about a lot, especially because, he was at Cottsmill for his first couple of years. But I'm not shocked. And Pep talking about it, Pep's not shocked either. You can't play man coverage against that kid. That boy is a dog. He is a dog. He runs great routes. He loves football. He loves the game of football. You don't get that nowadays. He is a football player. He get it from his dad. His dad was a big-time football player, played big-time ball in college. But Marcus Sells Jr. is going to be a very great pickup for any college. And I'm telling y'all, him doing that against Rabun Gap, and even though Pep said they were playing man, their corners at Rabun Gap are different. Just because they're private school, their corners are really different. It's just like saying he doing it against Providence Day or against the Independence or against West Charlotte Huff secondary. Like there's talent on that secondary. So please don't, just because you see Cannon, and Pep is right, he had more time to throw that ball to Marcus, it would have got ugly. I'm telling you, Marcus Sells Jr. is a dude. He's a dude. So I just wanted to say that.
All right. Good stuff, man. We also got with us the producer, Brandon Black.
Glad to be here. And don't feel bad, Brandon. I ain't having the best hair day either, man. So
I know, man.
It's all good, man.
I tell you because it's the name, man. It's the branded name. You know, we don't have good.
Some of my brands on a Wednesday, man. Hair day.
My hair looked like it was looking like a shag this morning while I woke up. I said, "Lord, gee, I put my products in."
Well, you know, I'm glad you covered it up because you know years ago you ain't covered up.
Oh, you talking about when I had my mane? Man, I was going natural like the baddest.
I remember when you came on the show, you had a haircut, boy. We had to have a praise, man.
Nah, we ain't no see you going too far. Look, you see you going too far. See, I was about to say something, but I'm in a good spirit.
All right, well, okay.
At least I was class. I put my Gucci
on. Miss Weber, good to see you. I know your son's finishing up coaching JV football. He'll probably be on a little bit later because of that. Let's see. J-Man, good to see you as always, man.
Man, that boy, he on a run right now, boy.
Yeah, J-Man, if you still got that link, you want to join us, man, just hit it and I'll let you on.
He on a run, boy.
You got an open invitation now.
How many what the stats look like from Friday?
Man, that boy running wild, boy. He running wild like Ultimate Warrior.
I don't know. I don't remember. J-Man, let us know what you said.
J-Man, give us the stat line, man. We need to see that before we let you in. Put that up.
I know he's running wild right now. They got Lake Norman this week, don't they?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it here in a second. Miss Hicks, good to see you as always.
Okay,
76 yards and touchdown.
He can come on. He good, man. 76.
I thought you said 76 touchdown. I was about to say, good gracious, I'm like, boy, what you doing out there?
9 yards shy of 800. Okay, looking good, man. All right.
Y'all like the comments on the screen?
Mr. Zabo,
yeah,
I like
cool,
that.
Man.
Mr. Zabo,
that's convenient.
Pep not gonna say. I saw what you said. I saw you wanted me to go live on Thursday during the game. We can't do that on this platform. We gotta do on our Patreon because Coach Bills don't have a little brown adult beverage and we don't be talking some football, boy. We might do it one day.
All right, on the rapid review, we got Huff at Myers Park. Huff defeated Myers Park 28-6. What did you guys think of that one?
I would have liked to have saw that game, but you know, I would have loved to have been there. You know, I'm sure that was some great football, man. But you know,
and they got my part locked down like Trump was over there or something.
You can't say that now. Don't say that.
He did it.
Sorry. Lockdown, but they can ban me. I don't know one school, so they can ban me. I don't care.
Well, you know, I'll save that for slime time. Y'all remind me we got to do slime time.
I'm probably banned from Myers Park. It's okay. I went to Wichita.
It's all right. It's okay.
Apparently, a lot of people banned, but we'll get to that. We won't worry about that.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Yeah. But I would say this. It was a good. It was a good game for Huff. Y'all got to stop throwing to smoke, man. Good gracious of life, boy. Y'all got to stop. Leave that young man alone. But like he said, Anderson got busy. I'm glad he's getting busy. He's getting a chance to shine with Tyron out. But them running backs, man, they rolling right now, boy. Huff looking good. And that defense, what they did against them, that offense. You say whatever you want to say. The quarterback got banged up, but them two receivers and that running back and that back, man, for you to shut that back down like that was impressive. It was really
impressive. Myers Park offensive line, I think, is one of the best around. And the way the Huff defensive front was able to pretty much neutralize them and let their linebackers run and shut those plays down was really impressive. It really was.
It was don't let it how everybody said it took late for Huff to take over the game. Huff was in full control. And you watched that game, and it was at the game. They was in full control. They were driving that, but it was waiting for it to hit. And once it hit, it got ugly.
They wore the Myers Park defense down, who I think for 3 quarters played well.
Yes, they did. Yes,
because their offense couldn't move the ball and they were not on the field long, they got worn down. And then Huff, kept, to their credit, they kept pounding with the running game. And Boogie Morrison had a really good game running the football.
Oh, we see you, Coach.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah, we would love to see it.
We respect you on what you're doing. You more Coach Jones, one of the most respected O-line coaches in the city. But he doing a great job with that O-line. Like him and AT over there too. Like, but Coach Jones, you got my respect. Everywhere you've been one of the most respected O-line coach. But that O-line was moving, boy. Y'all, they were moving. They were making a hole for them. Like I said, it was a good game, and they did it against a very impressive front because we always talk about, me and Pep, we always talk about the fronts.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice, solid game again. To move the ball against that front, that was very impressive. One of us more impressive wins this year. So I was impressed.
Yeah, the impressive part was, and we talked about it before the game, they got, we talked about Lewis and Dunham, the two defensive ends that are Division I level. Mm-hmm. Dunham committed to Notre Dame and Lewis having multiple Power 4 offers. We said if they can control those guys, that's the key to the game. That's the key to the game. And then when I was watching it on the stream and not live in the stadium, they were doing a good job of that. And they allowed Ethan later on in the fourth quarter, after they got that run established, that allowed Ethan to have the time to get the ball downfield to Jameer Anderson, to get the ball to Jaden White on those big passing plays. So it was a great team effort all around, man.
And they just got too many different types of backs to hit you with. They got the back. They got backs back who to do everything. They got that power back. They got speed. Hub's dangerous, man. They dangerous. And then when Tyron come back, you got your home run hitter back with Anderson and the other receiver. They're getting busy now too. Like that's a dangerous team. I think is White the other receiver you were talking about. Is that the one I was talking? Is that the young guy that I was talking about?
No, Jaden White's a senior.
Okay, where's the young? Don't they got a younger receiver over there who's pretty dangerous?
Well, Coach Baker, if you're still watching, you want to shout out?
I thought they had what I need to call Baker. Baker tell me they got. Hey, then they got another receiver that I ain't going to say. They got another receiver he ain't playing right now. He came from a side of the town that I know about, but they got they got talent, boy, and he's on the bench.
Yeah. So let's see. Coach Tatum, he's chiming in, says Coach Jones, one of the best OL coaches in the state. I mean, for what he did against that Myers Park front, that was
he coach. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's only a couple of O-line coaches. The Jones, Tatum, Leggett over there at Marvin Ridge, and Coach Johnson, and dang, I forgot the other Independence O-line coach. But them guys.
Oh well, we can because big guys here.
You know what I'm talking about. He know what I'm talking about.
Big guy.
Who the other who my guy? The O-line coach over there.
Come on, Coach Ray, man.
Yeah, Coach Ray.
Yeah.
Coach Johnson, Cam Ray. They do great jobs. Like you got Coach Holmes over here. Coach Smith. It's a lot of. I could go on. There's some people. Coach. He at A.L. Brown. Now he was at Providence. He used to be at Providence, but he's really good O-line coach too. Dang, I forget, but y'all know I'm getting old. Coach Cass. He over there.
Yeah, he's
Cass.
good too.
Cass.
Yeah,
I know something, boy. I love the trenches, baby. That's one thing when I start coaching defense, you gotta learn
it. All right, I'm gonna give y'all the moment. Crested Ashbrook. Everybody want to see it. They keep talking about it.
You gotta ride that wave, baby. I know.
Ride the wave.
That wave never lets you down, baby.
They asked me to do it on Friday night. I said that ain't my thing.
You gotta ride the wave.
You went to the game?
No, Shay Kwan was there. Shay Kwan. He's gonna have some highlights from it.
Nah, you got.
I've been saying it. I've been saying it. I think I've been high on Ashbrook outside of my own team for the last 2-3 years, man. I told you, man. I said I think last year. I think this team now. They know how to win. Like, they're showing people they know how to win. I think last year when they was able to have some success, the kids kind of didn't really know how to handle it. They're coming off a big win against they've been playing good all year. They rolled Kings Mountain, right? Then they kind of came in, and the coaches had to get them a little bit more refocused when they went into Forest View. They didn't dominate Forest View like them coaches know they should have, but then they did a great job of I heard the team held themselves accountable. And they got together that Saturday or one of them days that week or that weekend and said, "Look, guys, we got to snap back in it. We can't let the success we got go into our heads." And they came out and beat a Crest team while being down 14-0 and came back and won.
They came back.
Yeah.
It was 21-14, right? So shout out to that defense with Coach Zeke Bigger and shout out to the head coach, Coach Darius James, man. Those guys are leading those guys right now, man. And and they've been playing great, man. Ashbrook has a lot of different weapons. I think they're my favorite. They're my favorite to win. I believe what they 5A, 6A. Can't
6A.
remember.
6A. Who we say they only got to watch out for Catholic, right? Isn't that the one Catholic in?
I mean,
we're gonna look at it here in a minute.
We'll look at it.
Yeah, we'll look at it.
6A, but you know those guys. I know those.
I don't
kids,
think nobody mess with them.
That was a big moment for those kids, man. I think based off if Joe's watch, I can't remember. I think that's the first time Ashbrook has beat Crest in about 14 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So that's great. Like I said earlier in the year, all their big games, they got them at home. So it's tough to go in there and beat them guys, and they showed that they can play with anybody, like we've been saying all year.
I wonder, how was the crowd turnout?
I believe it was great.
It was great.
I mean, Ashbrook has a great fan base. They don't have that restriction down there, so I think it was. I want to say if it wasn't sold out, it was almost sold out.
Okay.
We don't say it was sold out. We gotta say in the Army, we overshoot. It was sold out. We ain't. But now I'm proud of them. You know, they start throwing that ball, man. They go up from land to air, from land to air. So I was impressed.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to shout out the quarterback. And then their offensive line, you know, played really well. Also, Jonathan Moore, I thought, played a really good game up front. Butler Mallard Creek. Mallard Creek getting the win. I believe it was 44-22 was the final score in that one. Mallard Creek really got their run game going. We highlighted Xavier Edmond. He had almost 170 yards and I believe 2 touchdown runs. You know, if Mallard Creek can get it going, you know, I know Independence gave it to them a couple of weeks ago, but if they can bounce back and get back and find that form that they had earlier in the season, you know, they'll be a tough out coming to playoffs. But any other thoughts from Butler Mallard Creek?
I don't give Independence a lot of credit because I'm probably one of the few people who talk junk about him, but Independence beat that team like that. They made Mallard Creek go back in there and figure out something because they couldn't run the ball for nothing on Independence. So you gotta give them that credit. They got Mallard Creek got their home run hitter going. Like if Mallard Creek do all the simple things, they'll be good. That defense, it finally show up because we've been looking for that defense for a while because I don't know what they were doing when they play the eye, but it was pathetic. You know, you gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? But if they could play like this, 8A could get a little.
Yeah, it could be
a little.
Yeah.
But we don't know. But you don't know what Mallard Creek team you don't get. So that's why I'm saying I'm not gonna take that game like what Independence did to them because Independence dominated them. We gotta give them that credit. They dominate them. So, you know, I don't know. That says a lot about Indy. If we don't talk good about Creek. We gotta talk good about Indy. They kept.
Well, don't worry. That's
they drained that Creek that night. So hey, you gotta be honest with it. You know what I'm saying. So we can't be haters.
The other thing I thought was interesting, the young quarterback from Mallard Creek, Kalen Napier, threw for 285 yards in this game also. So
they played a young quarterback this time.
The majority of the game, yeah.
Good. I think that's been because who played against Webb in them?
The young quarterback. It was
the young quarterback. Well, that's his first. No. I'm not okay. No. Because I thought they were switching. They kept switching them quarterbacks at one point. I'm wrong. You know, I'm just asking.
AJI1 says that's the big problem with young teams is, you know, the ups and downs you can get. And that,
but they'll be fine because they are young. Yeah, they are young.
All right. Well, J-Man is backstage, and now it's time to talk Mooresville. So we're going to bring him on once he turns his camera on, which is not on.
Put your do-rag on, man.
But let's see. Chat administrator says Statesville Mooresville was a physical game, and we know Coach Cowan up at Statesville very well, and they've got some big guys on those lines. They are absolutely huge, but you know Mooresville was able to handle that very well and come away with another big win. I know the quarterback Brody Norman played well, and let's see. Who else played? We're gonna ask J-Man once he's ready. I think he's ready.
And he brushing his hair.
All right, J-Man.
Hold on. Is my audio working?
We hear you.
We doing this again. Lord have mercy. Hold on.
We hear you.
We can hear
Started
you.
over.
You can't curse? Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Hey man, this dude
Man,
funny,
these
man.
kids.
These kids, man.
I tell you, boy, you trying to give exposure,
I thought
man.
kids can work. I thought the young folks could work
The
technology.
Yeah, this is supposed to be what they do well.
The young folks don't know how to work the tech.
We have well, I can't talk because I messed up. I put an old clip to start the show. Y'all laugh when y'all see it.
No, my
All right, I think we got him again. Let's see. Okay.
Yo.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
we good.
You're good?
We
Okay.
good.
All right.
okay.
All right. Well, let us know who played well last week for you guys.
I would say everybody as a team. I think it's one of the games that we had this year that we played, more so together, and we put together a complete game and played complementary football on both sides of the ball. I feel like that we kind of, what we gave them is what they took advantage of. We gave up 13 points to them. We feel like we should have gave up none to them. That's any team. You don't want to give up any points to any offense at all. But we feel like that, for the most part, we did our job when we was coached to do, and we prepped well coming into the game. We knew that, there's a lot. It's a little rivalry between us and them boys. Whether people think so or not, they came in. We expected them to come in and play us hard and play us physical. We feel like every team that play us is going to give us their best. It don't matter if they goofed around with another team from that we played earlier in the year that we might have blew out. We know that they're not going to play with that same intensity or that same mentality when they come.
Uh-oh.
His head coach don't cut his Wi-Fi off.
Yeah, his coach said, "Go on, get off there. You talking too good."
Well, we'll put up Chad Administrator's comment. He was impressed with the Statesville quarterback Jakota Harrington. He showed a lot of poise under pressure. He's an impressive dual threat quarterback, man. And I believe he's only a sophomore, so he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Oh, by the time Cal came back to work.
You've been gone a while.
Yeah, he sent me a message. He said he's been working a lot.
By the time he came back to work.
Yeah, he's here tonight. We're glad he's
priorities in order, man. You move that schedule around if you need to, man.
Yeah, man. You do your job at work.
Right.
Y'all are terrible, man. All right. Real quick on the last three. Monroe at Mount Pleasant. Monroe went in there and beat Mount Pleasant in an impressive fashion, 39-21, giving them a really strong shot at winning a conference championship. And looking at that, Mount Pleasant was playing good football, but Monroe, using their athletes, and they made some adjustments to their offense, moved some guys around, and really played well in that one. Anyone want to talk about that? Anything else?
Not surprised.
Just checking. Looks like Monroe has run 4 in a row, so they're on a nice little run right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we said once they get that young team rolling, it was going to be good. Like, that was a good game for them because they are the speed versus a power run. They want to run the power stuff over there at Mount Pleasant, but that's a good win. I'm not surprised, but it is a good win for them.
Absolutely. And then Country Day, I mentioned it earlier. We were talking about Braylon Clark, but Country Day winning over Charlotte Latin 24-21 in impressive fashion. Braylon Clark with that game-winning touchdown catch. And then Providence Day was big over Charlotte Christian. I believe it was 46-20 was the final in that one.
That's wow.
Any thoughts on the big four private school games there?
Nah, I was Country Day. Keep your walls up, man. Keep your walls up, boy. That boy's good. that boy. Y'all laughing. That boy.
No, he is.
Yeah, I say it too.
He's very good.
Shout out to my guy Braylon Clark, man. It's crazy
Yeah.
to see.
See,
It's crazy
look.
to see him now. It's crazy to see how good he is now from just seeing him as a kid, man. And
Yeah.
watching him really play more basketball than football.
Mhm.
They kind of took a love into football in middle school, man. So it's great to see that kid rise to the occasion each and every chance he get in the big games. And I think he's the best wide receiver in the nation in his class. So, shout out to him and his family, man. Keep stacking days, man.
I don't give a shout out to my boy Josh Harris, because Josh Harris was the middle school AD over there at Country Day, and he the first person who told me about Braylon Clark. And he said, "Man, I don't get him out there and make sure he out there playing football," because he was showing me clips of him dunking as a sixth grade. I said, "Good gracious of life! but he's an athlete. But like on Webb said, man, that he is probably the best player in his classification. I'm not saying that just because he's from Charlotte, but that boy, hey, put your walls up, boy. That's all take. They put them up.
I think they'll be okay.
Every meal you can. Go give them a meal. Here you go.
He got two great parents, man. They already know that.
Yeah, I'm saying he's great. He's good. I'm glad he didn't play his freshman year when we was over there at Cosme. I said, woo.
All right, let's finish up with J-Man because I want to ask him real quick about the game coming up this Friday. So let's see. J-Man, you good?
Now we can't hear you. You got your mic on mute.
There you go.
Well, these young folks, boy.
Somebody called me. I'm like,
these
bro,
young folks.
Don't call me. I'm on the cams right now. Y'all got to chill. Call me in 10 minutes.
Young folks and
good,
text and all that.
You gotta put your phone on do not disturb, man.
I just did. I'm like, nah, y'all, no, nah.
So we got to ask you, man, what's going to happen Friday night? You guys going over to Lake Norman in the big showdown?
17-6 all time. 17-6. That we ain't nothing else to say.
That's the past.
What you mean? They ain't beat us since 2021.
Okay, but we talking about Friday.
It's 2021. It's only
it's been 4 years. It's been the same story. You know, they say it's a rivalry. I feel like you got to win games for it to be a rivalry. You can't have one side just win all the time. And clearly, we just get the job done whichever way. It don't matter if it's 40-0, 22-20. I mean, I feel like we just gonna come and play our ball, and we just gonna play Mooresville football, and you know they gonna try to keep up with us, and you know I think them dudes they well coached a little bit. They they bring a lot of effort. They play through the whistle. You know, shout out to Memphis Bard, my brother over there on that side. But he know Friday on the field we no longer friends. There ain't no friends on the field. We cousins, and we not family. We best friends. I don't know you. Yeah, like you feel me? Because you my rival. I want to beat you. You want to beat me. But I feel like that we're gonna come in locked in and focused on what we are prepared to do every week that we come out and play on Fridays. It's here. It's that time. We in the final stretch. Playoffs right around the corner. We ready. So it is what it is. But Lake, y'all just another team in our way.
Okay.
Hey, remember what you told me now when we played them?
What? What'd I say?
He said, "Don't lose."
No, for real,
That's what you said. Don't
do
lose.
it now. Listen, I'm not. Listen, I'm like, listen. Listen. I was rooting for Statesville. When Statesville went out there and lost 35-0, I was embarrassed for him. I was like, that's crazy. Like, hey, y'all, listen. I'm like, listen. I needed y'all to do one job. I put them on my parlay one game. I never do it again.
Hey,
they lost me money.
Hey, I had to share my thoughts about the game. I had to share my thoughts.
They lost me money. I ain't happy. Nah.
J-Man. That does not exist. There's no parlays in high school football.
Hey,
I was betting. I knew that.
I
had $20 on that game.
Well, we know these are just hypotheticals, okay? These are just hypotheticals.
Hey,
they were betting candy, man. They were not betting money. They were betting candy.
Yeah. Hershey bar. Hershey bar.
Pep, it's funny because I like J-Man as a player, man, but hey, we got some playoff implications, man. I might need to see if Lake Norman can pull an upset.
No, man, no. Look, hold on now. We got 3 seeds. We need y'all go ahead and come up off of it, man. Go ahead and slide it down one number. You know how you write a note in class, you pass it, give it to the next person. That's what we need to do. Go ahead, just give us number 3.
Right now,
y'all can have 4. Y'all can have 4 and we good.
2 and 3.
We getting ready to look at it.
Yeah, I believe we 3 and 4, man.
Yeah, we need the 3. We need to jump up to the 3. Y'all can have that 4 seed, man. Go ahead and take it. Y'all
all right, J-Man. We'll see you in the comments, man. We appreciate you, cameo.
Y'all be safe.
All right, man.
My boy said we was out.
He is one of a kind, boy.
He said I ain't hit my parlay. God, dog.
Oh man,
be over here.
NCHS AA playoff teams at the playoffs started today per high school OT. That's what we got. Not too many changes from last week. Only big changes. West Meck is now out. They're the first one out in 7A. And that's why I said earlier in the show that
Big
game against
Friday,
Garinger
game
is
tomorrow.
huge. You know, not only for them, but if they get in, the trickle down effect of them getting in is really, really big. So
What do they have tomorrow?
Garinger. There you go. Keep it professional. Let's go. Next question.
Hey,
I like how
play. Hey, they playing for their playoff right here.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally win and get in. Now the only part of that is Garinger's percentage as a team will affect them on the other side of it too. So, but they got to win. They got to win to have a shot at the end of the day. So, we're gonna go through our breakdowns like we did last week. I'm gonna get 8A up on the screen here shortly, and then we'll go through.
I think 8A pretty much set, isn't it? It's just 7-6. Well,
we're not. Yeah, I think
8A is set.
8A is weird.
I think they set.
You know, 8A is gonna have less teams than there. 8A and 1A gonna have the less teams.
Yeah, so there's only 24 teams in the West that get in 8A. So right now in the West, that's the projection right there. You guys can see that. What's your thoughts?
It's tough, man. Look like at least like you'll get that Huff West Charlotte round 3. You're gonna get it earlier. You'll get it earlier than what everybody expected. Also too, I think that South Met Providence game, that'd be a good game first round.
That
really,
West
all
Charlotte.
these games, Palace Stage, Mallard Creek, West Forsyth, Chambers, all those games can go either way, man. All those teams are coached by good coaching staffs. You never know what happens. You got potentially, a West Forsyth and West Charlotte matchup in the second round. I know West Forsyth has been kind of flying under the radar a little bit. I think they're loaded on both sides of the ball.
That'd be a good game, to be honest with you.
West Forsyth gets to see with West Forsyth, you get to see Pep's a robot. Oh my gosh!
What in the world? Okay, y'all saw it.
But look though, that's a big game for West Forsyth. You get to play the defending champion first. So,
all right, we're gonna go to 7A.
Hey, can Chambers get put out? Chambers should get put out, can't they?
Nah, I think the strength of schedule RPI high because I hold
I think they're in a good spot.
But you gotta think about it. They get your opponent, then your opponent's opponent.
AK got a good chance.
I mean, AK's in.
That AK Providence game gonna be big though.
I mean, not only is it for it's not only for a conference championship, it's for
the rivalry
seeding as well.
Yeah,
and a rivalry. Yeah, of course. So here's the top half of the West right here. 7A.
That's a bad game. 7A. That's a bad game for West Bears. Martin Ridge is sneaky good. I'm telling y'all, Martin Ridge is sneaky good.
And they're well coached.
Yeah, Porter Ridge and Hickory Ridge. That's not good. Butler, that's.
Yeah, I would like Butler in that.
But look at chance that L. Brown, Cupperson probably don't win it. I don't know.
Interesting. That'd be
That's an interesting game. But Cupperson not bad. They got very tough defense, and now offense is really pretty good. RJ McDowell.
Yeah, this is about the same. The only thing that changed here, you see Jack Britt change because now it's Davie County playing North Mecklenburg.
And that favorable Jack Britt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're gonna have to. It's gonna be crazy, man.
Hopewell don't have to leave. Hopewell don't have to leave at during 7. No, what night?
Well,
like
here's what's crazy. Can you imagine McDowell playing Jack Britt?
Oh my God, yeah.
hey, McDowell, RJ Reynolds is already gonna be far.
Yeah.
David County versus North Met. Dang, North Met gotta go. Ooh, I would not want to go play football in David County. Now I got fun. Hey,
we played Davie County in the playoffs at Harding, and I'm gonna tell you,
it's not.
That is an experience.
My junior, we went play North Davidson. Let me tell you, they don't like. And it was not very nice when we got there.
Right. That's an interesting place to play.
Yeah.
All right. Any thoughts on what 7A looks like there?
There'll be some good football going on.
Man, I know you glad you got that bye. Like, at least you know. I see why you want a high seed. You want a high seed because, especially with these crazy, you don't want to take one of them crazy trips.
Well, no, I mean, no. If you top 8, you won't.
No,
travel.
that's what I'm saying. No, yeah,
Right.
you want to be in the top 8. You don't want to take one of these trips. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to jack brick. Like, you don't want to go out with. That's a ride.
Yeah.
That's worse than going Pinecrest. Tell you the truth.
Is that on the other side of Fayetteville?
Pinecrest is right there. It's in what's it called? Fayetteville is right outside Pinehurst.
Oh wow.
It's another 30 minutes. And Jack
right.
Brick's like in the heart of Fayetteville. Dang, how that
Here's
guy
6A coming up.
Sounds
That's
like
crazy.
you need to. Sounds like win to avoid these trips.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of. I mean, yeah, true, but it's just kind of. It's all weird though.
The way they split the state is weird. That's just
Yeah, I mean it's literally done by longitude. So
Southeast Guilford and Cincinnati.
Hey, that Sun Valley Charlotte Catholic round too. Ooh, that'll be a good game.
Sun Valley has already gone into Charlotte Catholic and shut them out 21-0 earlier this season.
Olympic Glen.
So I think a lot of people, Sun Valley if they take care of business. Friday, you never like a lot of these games. Friday can make people move up.
Yeah, Sun Valley could overtake Catholic, can't they? If they win,
They could.
You never know who can lose. Whoever can lose higher than them. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of switch ups tomorrow and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
and then Cincinnati got a big game too.
There's the bottom half of 6A.
I don't think.
West.
Yeah, Cincinnati's still open. It's so open.
Yeah.
Brooke States round 2 would be a good matchup.
I mean, I think if I'm Ashbrook, you see
Dudley
the teams that are in that on the buys for Ashbrook. I mean, outside of Watauga, which would be a heck of a matchup.
1 through 4.
I mean,
Right there.
you got
Go back
Watauga, Watauga, Freedom, Ashbrook, and Northern Guilford are your top 4 seeds in 6A
I'm going to
West.
tell you right there, boy.
I want to sleep on. I mean, you never know with Dudley either. I want to sleep on Dudley.
Yeah, you don't know what you're going to get with them.
Dudley, they've made some good changes. I think Coach Davis, realized what he had, and they made some changes offensively. And
They're on a
now
nice
they're
little streak. They
playing.
started out rough, but they've been winning lately.
Yeah. They to Joe's point, they are a sleeper because no one's really talked about them outside of our Dudley guy. But no one has said anything about them this year. So
Cincinnati is set because they don't got a game this week.
oh well.
No, they play Hardin.
Yeah.
Wow, 3
And
and
you
6.
just don't come into Allegheny now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right.
I ain't just saying nothing. I like how Brandon held you down though. Brandon said, I like that. Brandon said, he said, I ain't no leave you hang. I like that. You caught me off guard. And you caught me off guard. I was like, okay, I had to agree with you.
Oh man, no.
Hey, my boys got a chance.
Hey, it's all good. You know why? Because if you start at 2,000, West Shaw and Hardin got the same amount of trophies. We're gonna start at 2,000.
I like that. I would say that too.
All right, this is the top half of 5A West here.
Hey, this the one right here, boy.
Oh man, East Lincoln, Crest, and Hickory in the same. Oh my goodness.
They gotta move that around, boy.
Woo! If it comes out like that on Sunday, whoo boy.
You mean Monday? They
No, they're doing it Sunday now.
Proud.
That's good. They're doing it Sunday. That's good. They didn't make no
Yeah,
sense.
you remember that was the biggest thing, Webb. You remember they was like, we ain't gonna push it until Monday. We were like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
that would have been crazy.
Hey, I'm surprised Hickory's at 4 because didn't they beat East Lincoln?
Well, it's all RPI. I mean, head to head, it doesn't
that's
matter.
good. Hey, that's gonna be tough right there, man. I think Crest still got the team to do it. I think they got to make some adjustments, but I think East Lincoln and Hickory and Forest Hills, man, they're gonna make it tough.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Don't tell you, man. That East Lincoln, East Lincoln is.
And you got
dang.
J.M. Robinson right there.
Yeah, you got the two Cabarrus teams there too.
You still got South Point, which is going to be a tough out for somebody in playoffs. You got to still prepare for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Then Monroe Monroe
has an 11.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot count them out. Cannot count them out.
Look, they're Black Knights in North Davidson. I'll never forget that team, boy.
13-20 a roll. Hey, DeMonte James gets on a roll against everybody.
Good luck. Hey, you heard it here first. Good luck for any team that got to go in the South Point and play.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What you say? What?
Yeah.
Go with
Good
God.
luck. Hey,
Go
good
with
luck.
God.
Good luck. That's all I can tell you. Good luck.
Oh, terrible.
Depending on where you're coming from, I'm with you.
Yeah. Don't stop at that Walmart. Keep going. Keep going. But well, go to school. Bring your snacks with you.
Don't make no stops.
Don't make no stops. That we lied, Webb, don't they?
Oh, it's terrible, man.
You win that game, get on the bus and get out of there.
Get on out. Don't, y'all hungry? Wait till you get to Charlotte.
It's the top half of 4A West there.
Yeah, I think this is a good one too, man. It's gonna be tough to go into Brevard and play in that cold weather environment.
Very tough.
Yeah.
You got a Burns team who's Burns team is who's really tricky and a little sleepy depending on which team you get. They're gonna be a tough out.
This the 4A one, right?
Yeah. Their coaches
Yeah.
have coached
Mhm.
plenty playoff games, so they're gonna be prepared to go.
Hey, Lake Norman Charlie's not bad, man. They decent. They're not as bad as what they're ranked. I know it's Charlie school, but Lake Norman Charlie's not bad. I watched them play earlier this year.
Yeah, they got a guy, Dorian Morgan, who's very, very talented.
Yeah, they're
really,
not bad.
really quick, fast, slot type receiver.
But like I said, he said, Burns is a throw. You don't know Burns is sneaky. Bavard
Hey,
and
Burns can run the football.
Yes.
And when it gets cold and they got a big offensive line, me and producer saw it.
yeah,
Hey.
Newton Cornover. They're good, man.
Shout out to my defensive coordinator I had in Costco, man. Shout out to David Devine, man.
No,
He's a great guy. Great guy.
y'all don't play that. You playing some football when you do that. Look at that Wilkes County ass. Woo, woo, woo.
It's the bottom half of the.
Bottom half really good, man.
Yeah.
Highbrain. Shout out to my guy Elon
Mhm.
Lifford, man, out at Highbrain, man. My boy's putting on the show out there, man. Then you have you got Stuart Kramer, who's gonna be a tough out for people.
And that Mount Pleasant team we were
That's
talking about
always
earlier.
a tough team to
Mhm.
go in and win that. Pittsburgh's gonna be good. Like historically, Tuscola and Salisbury are always pretty good. So
Mhm.
that's been pretty good. Still gonna be some good ball going on.
Yeah,
And I mean,
Floyd
Stuart
Keller.
Kramer too. That's a team that has
Yes,
stepped up here.
Be a tough out.
Them Highbright, yeah, man.
Stuart Kramer versus Highbright, and then that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
So and potentially Lexington Senior. What they depend on what they have, they're gonna be a good game in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
That's football right there, baby.
All right, that's some good stuff right there. The other brackets, if you want to see them, go to High School OT and type in the playoff projections and
Make
check
sure you
them
pay.
out.
Hey, Pep, you ain't pull up the Shelby, my man.
Yeah, you might well keep going.
Oh man, I think that site did something to my computer, guys. What in the world?
Yeah, you need to stay off them sites, man.
Nah, I'm not on those sites.
Look, Brett Scott left.
What are those sites, man? What are those sites you speak of?
I don't know.
I didn't say it.
I don't know.
I did not say a word.
No, I was asking him what sites does he mean?
You know, the Bible sites, the Leviticus.com.
Oh my gosh. All right. Week 11 CMS Best to Last. We don't have a lot of changes because we're here at the end of the season, but with the Huskies at 1, West Charlotte 2, Independence moves up to 3. Myers Park drops.
Hey, he been
4.
saying that all year, haven't he?
Mallard Creek at 5. That's our top 5 right there. And then pretty much, no change the rest of the way here at the end. I think we've pretty much settled on where everyone pretty much is here in the rankings. Any thoughts?
Well, say something. You good? You good with this, man? You accepting of that third spot, man?
No comment.
Hey man, I'm just happy to be a part of the list, man.
Right. Okay.
I like that,
Oh,
Webb.
man.
Hey, that's growth.
Look,
That's
Webb
growth right there.
We've been seeing a therapist, man. Look at that growth, man. He's just like, man, I'm just happy to be there, man. Look at that growth, man.
I could see South Met being a little higher.
Oh, man. Where would you put South Met?
I ain't gonna say because I'm practicing my growth like Webb. I just say I see because I don't want no drama. I don't want nobody send me messages on Facebook like they was on my Twitter days.
Drama sales. Move them
Hey,
up.
based off
them,
Joe's
man?
comment, that'd be crazy, man. With the Shelby one,
With Lincoln, yeah.
and Shelby's not getting a first round bye. That's ridiculous.
But you think I would put South Met above Audrey Kell and maybe above Olympic because Olympic they haven't been looking like themselves, but they still dangerous. But I
think they're undefeated in conference play though.
Yeah, well, I don't want to say a lot about that conference because my good brothers over there coaching that conference, but I think South Met playing a little tougher. It's a lot better football in their conference.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's all I would say. But I'm not hating on Olympic. Olympic's doing a great job.
Okay. All right, good.
They beat the snot out of my boys, so I can't really talk about it.
The Dirty Dozen right here. The only change we really got there, Independence moving up. Myers Park dropping down one spot. Ashbrook moving up a spot. Crest dropping down a spot. And then everyone else pretty much stays the same. On the edge, we got Sun Valley, Porter Ridge, Stuart Kramer, Corvian, Palisades, Forest Hills, and Providence all on the edge.
Providence, that's another school that was a rough start, but starting to click.
Hey, when you get in that conference play, all you gotta go, you don't gotta shift to 2, you just stay and drive. Hey, you gotta love that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were playing in the power one, you had to downshift 3 and 4. But in that conference, they just drive. They hit the gas. So they doing what they supposed. That ain't hate. They doing what they supposed to do. You can't say what you play. It's just like the knock that Shelby gets. Everybody tell them that they ain't playing. They can't help who's in their conference. You gotta play. I play what's on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you gotta push yourself a little bit more. I would say if you want to keep them, especially with this RPI. This RPI stuff don't shed a light on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Huff is gonna be overall number C because South Met helped them out so much having the season they had. Now you got 3 power teams in that conference. You got Hub, Myers Park, and South Met playing good football, and then you got possibly West Met making that. That's why West Met got such a good chance to make it because you got 3 teams that are probably going to playoff in that conference.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And then you got to look at Webb conference. What the bottom 2? Everybody in the playoff right now.
Oh, and the great
our whole conference.
They whole conference in there.
Yeah,
the whole conference in the play. That's what I'm saying. Just
hardest conference in the state, man.
You gotta give them. So you gotta give them that credit. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's not a knock to these other teams, but you got that tough conference in Charlotte. You got 2 tough conferences in Charlotte. Like it don't really seem like that Huff Myers Park, but Huff and Myers Park, that's a tough conference. And then the other conference then go like we thought was gonna go. Well, we all said that. We said Providence, Palisades, and AK. That was gonna be their conference, and they all making the season. You know what I'm saying? But I think people don't have to start playing tougher. You don't have to schedule tougher non-conference games. That's what I'm saying. And I think Providence playing West Charlotte really helped them out. Look who they play West Charlotte and they play Myers Park. They got beat. They got their butt, but it's helping them out in the playoffs because they don't get that RPI stuff. So just saying, I think Weddington helping Crest out. You get what I'm saying? Because they played, Crest played Weddington. So you got to think about that. Everything's an algorithm.
All right, let's go to the final regular season game previews. Illustrious, this is your segment. Go right ahead, sir.
All right, we got one of the most heated rivalries in the state of North Carolina. And you have never been to South Charlotte. You don't know how big this Audrey Kell versus Providence game is. Argykill have dominated this series for the good grace for at least about 7-8 years. Webb, you don't play both
producer,
these
can you
teams.
hear them?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Can't
you.
hear anybody.
Oh Lord.
I can hear you.
Oh well, we go with you, Brandon. You don't been to this rivalry. What do you think about this game?
You know, it's always heated when schools are kind of in, somewhat in close proximity. And like I said earlier, Providence, I believe, has run like 5 in a row. So they're clicking. One of those schools that, like I said, we talked about a few that are clicking at the right moment. And like you said, Argykill having a good season too. So, but like you say, rivalry games, the records don't always mean nothing, but they'll be ready.
Yeah, me, I don't coach in this rivalry for 2 years. I would tell you, West Ward really wants this game. Them kids really want this game. They had that 1 year when Providence was really good and Argykill was down. Argykill somehow beat them, and I know that was pretty big. But this is a game. I think this don't mean more to Providence than going to the playoffs, and they get this win. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna be there. You already know all my Providence people do not wear purple. There's no purple at the school. They all week. No purple. Let's go Providence. I think Providence don't get the win this week. Well, you can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all now, yeah.
Okay, so you don't play both AK. You little spin with AK and Providence. What you think about this game?
No, I've only coached against Providence, but I know a couple of kids at AK. I've never been a part of the game and seen, but everything I've heard about it, man, it's gonna be one of those games where it's gonna be action packed. It's probably gonna be a sellout crowd. Providence is getting things rolling. You see, they had a big come from behind win over Palisade, so you see those guys on the field are starting to figure things out, and they mesh and it's like they're meshing well towards the end of the year. So this game will be a big game for them. It's a lot of the games on this list, man. It's a lot of rivalry week games. It's a lot of big games.
And just like that, Matt took the thing away, but thank God I got it on my phone. Next, we got Myers Park versus South Met. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right here, this game is really interesting this week. This is another heated rivalry game right here. You got Myers Park, they coming off the loss to Hub, and you got South Met. South Met is having a wonderful year this year. They're doing a lot of great things this year, but I'm really looking forward to this game. What do you think about this, Webb? We'll go with you first.
I think that's gonna be a big game, man. Obviously, Myers Park is coming off a loss, so they got a bad taste in their mouth, and they want to finish. And they want to finish strong and make a statement in this game. But it's a rivalry game, and South Mecca has been playing pretty good as of late, pretty good all season. So it's gonna be a good game right here.
Yeah, what you got, producer?
Both, if I'm not mistaken, both coming off a loss, so kind of both gonna be kind of motivated, kind of rebound. You don't want to go into the playoffs, losing if you can avoid it. So they'll both be motivated.
Yeah, like I said, I think both of them, it's a lot of history in this game. It's been a little back and forth, a little friendly jab going for both of them. But this is going to be a really, really good game. Next, we got Independence versus Butler. This is another one of them old-fashioned rivalries right here. This is a friendly rivalry amongst the coaches. But the kids, they take this rivalry very serious. I think both staff do as well. Well, hey, this is your game right here. What you think about this week?
First and foremost, and shout out to the JV boys tonight, getting the job done at home, playing in the rain, beat the JVs 42-0.
Okay,
it's always good just to see where you like you get to see what a lot of young talent you have coming and they get to be able to put their own stamp on the rivalry. But as far as tomorrow night goes, man, you got two good coaching staffs, man. You got Coach Hales, legendary coach. At Butler, so I know he's gonna have his team ready to go. When Independence Butler, man, it's like any other rivalry game as far as throw the records out, throw the stats out. Come Thursday night, tomorrow, whoever's the most physical, most dominant team is gonna win that game. Like you said, it doesn't matter about your record. It don't matter about who's playing. Whatever's out there on offense and defense, everybody's gonna come to play. So It's one of the best rivalries in the state. It's going to be action-packed. I hope the weather kind of holds off so we can have a big crowd, like every rivalry game deserves, man. It's going to be a fun night.
I'm pretty sure everybody coming this one. It's
going to be a fun night of football, so y'all come out and watch.
Yeah. Brandon, you got anything on this?
Like Webb say, you look at the records, Independence, they have more wins this year. But Webb can, I'm sure, agree that Butler, regardless of the record, they're not gonna lay down. They're gonna be amped up. If anything, they're gonna use that as motivation. Like, Independence might have more wins than us, but sleep on us if you want to. I've been to this game countless times. I can't even count how many times I've been. And there's always a lot of energy, when this game goes down. So looking forward to see how it turns out.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Like Independence Butler is one of the oldest rivalries. Well, not really one of the oldest rivalries, but it's one of the more interesting rivalries in the city. So I'm looking forward to it. Like Webb said, you got two legendary coaching staff. Hells, you can't really count them all. I don't play against both coaches before. Well, coaching against both of them, and they've always got a trick up their sleeve. And I think that's one thing you don't watch for when you play this game. I know Webb don't have that defense ready. McFadden don't have that offense ready. So it's going to be a very exciting game. Okay, so next we got West Met at Garinger. A lot of people are probably like, why this game is on here? Let me tell you something. This is a big game for our West Met. Coach BD has to get this job done against Garinger. I'm, one of the people who have coached this game before when I was at Garinger. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy game. It's Garinger senior night. They got a running back who can run. That running back can run. If that defense does tackle well, the quarterback's an athlete over there at Garinger. They got Garinger don't look bad. I know I joke and stuff about them all the time, but Garinger really does not look bad. They got to clean some things up, but that team, I think about 2 years, is running on the juke stuff system and stuff like that. And he opens his playbook up more because he does give him a little bit right now because you got to get it going. But he's probably one of the better people for that job. And Pet will probably agree. It's always been Garinger always had the athletes, but it was up front. Like when I was there, we had Coach Galloway. He took that O-line, that D-line, he got them moving. We always had the skill position and stuff like that. And Juke got a lot. He got the numbers out there. I think they got 40 kids out there. That's pretty awesome to see. Even though they're ninth, maybe underclassmen, but he got to believe in it. You got to have faith. You can say the same thing about West Met. West Met, everybody, we always talk good stuff about how we're glad to see Garinger do this. The West Met is a very young team. Their quarterback is a 9th grade, and that young man is really good. You know what I'm saying?
Lineberger, and he's got a brother who's a receiver.
Yes.
Who's also very talented.
And you got to understand something about that. West Met went through a lot. They lost a lot of key pieces during the offseason. And the way they're recovering right now to get their offense going is very impressive. So even though they haven't, they haven't got none of them, but they've been some close games against some good teams. So I think they're gonna get it done, but it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. Anybody got anything on this one?
West Met's gonna be amped up because if I'm not mistaken, they haven't won yet, right? So they're gonna see this as this is our last.
Yeah, they've been close. They almost beat Hopewell. Ain't that right? Won that Hopewell game?
They lost 17-13.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then coming off that, they're gonna say, look, this is our last chance to get one. Garinger got one earlier in the season, so West Met's gonna be amped up. I think people look at these records for both schools and kind of brush it off, but both sets of kids are going to be well motivated. You got two great coaches on both sides. So, I don't think this is, despite the records, this is not a game to sleep on.
Nah, this is, and it's Garinger senior night too. So that's a good game. Anybody else got anything on this?
Yeah, we'll be there.
Oh, there you go. You heard it first. CFI gonna be there. Coach Bill's not gonna be there because Coach Bill's gonna go out there. Hey, I love my people.
We know you don't go nowhere.
Not only will we be there, we'll be welcomed. Really welcome to be there. You don't feel like people are pushing you in. Right.
You feel like you're gonna be welcome.
They'll be like glad to have you.
Yeah.
It's kind of good when you get that feeling, isn't it? Isn't it, Pat?
Yeah,
when you walk into school and feel welcome.
Yeah, we used to feel that.
It's kind kind of
I
cool.
don't know
man.
what changed, but yeah.
Looking forward to, man. Shout out to Jupiter and the hospitable Wildcats, man. We look forward.
What did you call the hospital?
Yeah, the hospitable Wildcats.
Yeah.
Welcome with open arms, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. O'Brien over there, the AD, he used to be with me at Hopewell, so he's over there. He's the outlet director over there. So salute to them. I got a lot of ties to Garrington, both coaching and non-coaching, but yeah, ties over there. But I respect them. That's why. But next we got the game, Mooresville versus Lake Norman. Guys, I was in this conference with both these teams, and I would tell you this is a game. It's a heated rivalry. It's not one of them. It's not one of them. Hey, we just talking. This is a big time rivalry, like J Man said. You got Mooresville. Mooresville is hot. It's hot right now, but they cannot underestimate this Lake Norman team. Lake Norman is very well coached by Oliphant and his coaching staff. They're a very physical team. I really like what they're doing this year, but I really like what Mooresville have been doing lately. So. Pep, you've been gone for a while. Go on to talk about this game.
Well, I was gone.
You don't got to
because,
explain yourself.
No, it's fine. It's technical issues. I kept getting a weird pop up. I'm worried about that website, man. What was going on?
You want to read your Bible verses? Hey, you want to read your affirmations and stuff? Hey, baby.
No, I had to restart and switch browsers because Chrome kept giving me these crazy pop-ups. I'm gonna have to.
Hey man, you might want to run that Windows Defender.
Yeah, man. I am.
Before you shut down the computer.
If Chrome doing that, that's bad. Hey, if Chrome doing that, that's bad. Like you had to say Edge, I'll be like this because Microsoft. You about to give me a nerd mode, but Microsoft Azure, their little front door. It was a lot of stuff today, and they messed up. They made me work. That's why I got this on. I've been working like a dog, and I'm mad.
Oh, okay.
I had to get some service.
Well, I might have to reach out to you because, yeah.
You probably, like you said, reference defense. We'll talk about that often. They don't want to see that. They want to see football coach, but they don't want to see computer nerd coach.
Well, Lake Norman. The interesting thing here is. When you look at Mooresville, we always talk about their defensive line, how talented they are, how they can control a game. Can the Lake Norman offensive line neutralize them? Kind of like what Huff and Myers Park, what we talked about last week, kind of a similar situation. If the Lake Norman offensive line can rise up and neutralize those guys and allow Caden Kraft to do some things in the passing game, they have a chance. Because when we talk about Mooresville, we know their front seven is really good, and the way you want to attack them is in the secondary. So quick screen game, downfield passing game. Can Caden Kraft get loose on a couple of broken type plays as a dual threat player? That's what's going to make the matchup. If Lake Norman can't handle the Mooresville D line, then Mooresville's gonna walk away pretty easily in this.
Yes.
I think Lake Norman has a good defense. Independence, obviously they know Lake Norman. They played them. They handled them pretty good. 26-7, I believe. So I think Mooresville is pretty much on that same level, based on the Dirty Dozen rankings that I do and everything. So I think Mooresville's the favorite, but the Lake Norman offensive line is the key for them to get a win here.
No, I would agree that because like we said earlier this year, we wanted to see that Mooresville D line actually live up to all the hype. And I'll tell you, after they have this year, like that D line been playing. And I had to come back and walk back some of the things I said about Mooresville, but no, that D line is playing. They're playing very great football. Anybody else got anything on this game?
Yeah, I think one of the funny things I always laugh about with this game, I think this is the only rivalry game where both schools are the same colors.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that.
It's so funny every time I see it. I be like, everybody in the stadium gonna have on the same colors.
Ones don't have a blackout, and the other ones don't do like a whiteout. Why?
Yeah,
they always
one of them gonna have
do
blackout,
something.
one gonna do.
I'm for real. They do something like that all the time. They do. I can't stand playing either one of them schools. Like I can't. I'm being nice, but I can't stand go to Joe Pop because that boy, Lord Jesus. But Lake Norman Stadium not even nice either. Them kids over there, they get a little rowdy. They almost worse than Providence.
Yeah, Lake Norman has a beautiful. I haven't been to Mooresville.
You don't want to go with them.
Lake Norman Stadium is beautiful.
Moorefield Stadium is very nice. I would tell you, it's very nice. You don't like the atmosphere there. Them fans don't talk to you. You don't feel like, at Duke play Duke Carolina where them kids be talking to you. But like, Lord Jesus. But it's a good game. It's a good atmosphere. But like I said, it's cool. So next we got Northwest Cabarrus versus J.M. Robinson. This is gonna be a really good game. Two very well coached teams right here. J.M. Robinson and they don't play some tough games. If I'm not mistaken, there, Pep. Am I right? This has been a close game.
Yeah, historically, these guys have played for a conference championship the last couple of years. J.M. Robinson has been getting the best of them at both at Northwest Cabarrus and at their home stadium where this game is. The interesting thing coming in here to this one is we didn't talk about it, but Northwest Cabarrus lost to West Rowan last week, 23-21.
I was shocked.
And a lot of people that caught a lot of people by surprise. And West Rowan, their success is running the football. So J.M. Robinson, they're looking at that, and LJ Smooth Watson in the backfield, Ennis Styles in the backfield. And that offensive line's looking their chops, saying, "Okay, if West Rowan can do this, that's what we can do too." And putting those two along with Ari Greenfield, running the football from his dual threat position at the quarterback spot. That's the key with Northwest Cabarrus. They've got to stop the run first and foremost. They have to.
Get nasty.
Because if they're able to run, and then they're going to put more guys in the box, that's going to open it up for the passing game. And Greenfield has been on fire lately, throwing the football to guys like Lyndon McElroy on the outside. That's with Coach Seidel and his staff, that's where it starts. If they're able to do that, they're just going to pick you apart going forward from there. But on the flip side, for Northwest Cabarrus, Josiah McLean, a really talented young man playing both sides in the secondary and as a receiver. He's their big play guy. He's a Queen City Senior Bowl selection. He also just got an offer from North Carolina A&T. So, he's going to be the guy that J.M. Robinson's keying to stop first and foremost. Also, Titus Troy at the running back spot is one of the best sophomore running backs in the state. He's over 1,300 yards rushing this year. There's a really strong 1-2 punch there for Northwest Cabarrus. A big reason why they've had success that they've had so far this year. So a lot of talent on the field for both sides. But I think the key is stopping the J.M. Robinson running game for Northwest Cabarrus for sure.
I would agree. Yeah. I think, like you said, Northwest Cabarrus got to stop that strong running game for J.M. Robinson. Is Aiden, did I see that he got hurt?
I don't know if he's back or not.
Yeah.
His mother's usually on the show, but I hadn't seen her tonight. So
yeah.
If you're watching Miss Black, let us know. Well, she may not want to let us know.
Nah, don't let us know. Let it be surprised.
Game plan situation there.
There we go. I like that. Okay, so next we got Burns at Shelby. Coach Webb, tell me about this. This is a team that you're familiar with.
I think it'll be a pretty good night. I may go to that game on Friday. This will be Shelby Senior night.
Oh, they playing Friday?
Yeah, I believe Shelby's looking to play to get that 8th spot right now, I believe. So I think they're gonna come out and be dominant and take care of Burns. But it's gonna be a good game. Obviously, the coaching staffs are familiar. Coach Devine was at Shelby with these guys whenever I was in high school and years along until he got the Burns head coaching job. So everybody's familiar with each other. Everybody knows each other. So it should be a good night of football, man. But, I always like Shelby in this one.
You guys said Burns, I would have looked at you there. I would have sent somebody.
Well, we already knew.
Yeah, we would have sent somebody over your house. They say Aiden is healthy and he played last week.
Oh yeah, there it is. All
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Watson. You owe me a chicken sandwich, man. You promised me a chicken sandwich last year. I ain't getting no chicken sandwich.
Dang, hey man, we going for our depths. A Lannister never forgets. Anybody else got anything on this?
In the world is wrong with you?
Hey, I love Game of Thrones, baby.
Oh goodness.
Anybody else got this? Or we go to the next one. All right,
we're going
to Crest versus Kings Mountain. All right, Crest is coming off that tough loss to the Wave. to the green wave. Anybody got anything on this one? I know Webb doesn't because he don't. Go ahead, Pep. You got something, Webb? Go ahead, Webb.
I think Crest is looking to finish a game unlike they did last week. So I think they're gonna be ready to come out and play. Those coaching staffs gonna have those kids next week mentality. So I'm sure they already handled what happened Friday. They put it behind them, and they're gonna come in. This is a county rivalry right here, so the Crest is gonna be ready to play, ready to let people know like we still as good as we think we are. And Kings Mountain's coming in looking to pretty much, if they're seeing nice, they're looking to try to make a statement too. I believe these two teams are looking to see who can kind of finish second in that conference. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right, Ashbur's number one. Ashbur's has won the conference. But I think they're looking for who can finish number two. So it's going to be a county rivalry. It's going to be action-packed, a lot of hard hitting, a lot of ball players on both sides of the field. So it's going to be good. Crest going on the road again. And also, fun fact, Coach Lloyd's going back to go against Kings Mountain. So I think it's going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of hatred going on in there. It's going to be a lot of
hatred. Oh my
God! That group chat don't be popping tomorrow.
I would say only hatred because I think a lot of the Kings Mountain people might have been upset that he chose to go to Crest or whatever. Just simple county stuff. You know what I'm saying? So. It's gonna be it's gonna be an action packed. The county games are always action packed.
You see what Joe has right there. He's eager to see how Kings Mountain defends the run. I thought it was interesting when Crest played Ashbrook that they kind of they couldn't really get anything going after going up 14. Like Ashbrook, I thought did a really good job of shutting down their passing game, and the Crest went to the run and got down to the goal line right there at the end, but they couldn't get in. But
that been sensitive topic in that group chat.
Well,
everybody's a coach. Everybody's a coach.
Oh yeah. Everybody knows what they would have read.
I saw that play. I was like this. I said,
well, I think a lot of old school coaches would tell you if we can't get 1 foot, we don't deserve to win. That's probably what they were thinking,
Well, based off how it went down, I think it didn't make sense why they would need it. Called timeout. You called timeout and took a knee, then the time ran out. I don't think that was a smart play call at all.
Well, that's not our job. We don't get into the Monday morning quarterback.
Based off the situation, if that's what I was understood correctly when they told me when they took the knee, I guess. I don't know if they took the knee fourth down. I mean, that's a knee, but did quarterback sneak. I don't know if it was fourth down when they did the quarterback sneak, or it was they called.
I think it was third down. They were trying to run another play and they just ran out of time.
You can't run another play doing a sneak at the one if you don't get it. It takes too much. They're all on the pile.
Well,
get up.
You're preaching to the choir here.
Kind of tough, but that Ashbrook defense stood tall on there. So that's
it was just funny. It was just funny. Listen, everybody said they should have ran a boot. I said, boy, you must not know what they got playing linebacker over there, boy. I don't know what they got there. That's what I was trying to tell them. Like, hey. Well, I was not telling. I was reading. I was like, that they got two bad boys over there.
I think the unfortunate thing is we don't get a rematch. I would love to see that.
That'd be a good playoff game. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right. Any other games you guys want to talk about besides these 8? I put 8 on there, but there's a lot of other games, going on, rivalry kind of games that are going on throughout the area. I would pull up the schedule, but I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen.
Reagan versus Forsyth is going to be a good game. You talking about like in the area?
Yeah.
I come up here and start talking about Cox Mill, but I don't want to do that.
All right. Well, we can end it right there. That's fine. I think that's
because we looked at, I think, Canton playing Christ School, that's going to be a good one. But Christ School down, though. But.
All right, well, let's talk about to end the show. Let's talk about this media stuff because I just think it's really disappointing. And you know, I'm not going to rail on one particular school because it's happening more than one place. In all honesty, I'm hearing things from different people now, going to different places, and you know, just running into issues. And you know, the one thing I'll say is if you're a school that wants to limit, you know, media for whatever reason, just make your policies known, man. Just make it public so everybody knows that they don't, you know, go over there and waste their time and waste their gas, waste their effort.
You gotta waste your time, baby.
And getting over there and not knowing what the deal is. You know, that's my biggest issue is, you know, some of these schools doing this stuff, you know, and I do a deep dive. I go on their website and try to look at their you know, sports pages and look at their social media. A lot of these guys just don't know. They just don't know what your policy is. And, you know, they get over there and they prepared to be there a couple of hours and give you, you know, in the vast majority of cases, free coverage, using their equipment and their skills and their talent. And they're getting escorted out by police, which is just absolutely insane. Like, these are not criminal offenses. Like, nobody is trespassing on your property. They were let into the stadium, onto the sideline. They were granted access, and you're telling them to get out and having a police officer take them out? I mean,
yeah, that's terrible. You basically criminalizing someone just not breaking the law, you know, per se. I guess if they refuse to leave, you can say something, but it doesn't have to come to that. Believe me, if anyone ever asked me to go, I'm out. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
You don't need any. You don't want me there. Believe me, I will leave on my own accord. Like, you won't need any security, police, or nothing. You tell me to go, I'm out. But I wanted to comment on. I understand. I think a few weeks ago you brought up people like using fake passes. We all know, you know, there'll just be random people on sidelines sometimes. We've even joked about how hard it is to shoot sometimes because you got so many people on the sideline. So I understand a school not wanting fake or illegitimate media on the sidelines. I completely understand that. I don't know if everyone knows this, but media outlets have to be vetted. The state, you have to submit information. All of us, like myself, we have to submit our info. In recent years, we got to do a background check every year. You know, that's just part of us getting vetted and having credentials. We got an app that shows we have credentials. So I think it was Gentleman Independence. I was there week before last. I think it was what's the AD Independence name?
Ash.
Yeah, came up to me. He was just saying, "Hey man, we just checking everybody. You mind if I see your credentials?" Took my phone out, showed him the app. He was all right, appreciate it, thank you. Very respectable exchange, no accusatory tone on his part. Just say, "Hey, we have to check everyone. Is it cool if I see?" You know, very quick and respectable exchange. It seems easy to me. If you see someone on the sideline, ask for their credentials. If they don't have it, ask them to go. It seems really simple to me. I know that you have kids that have graduated that'll be on sidelines and stuff, whatever. They're with the team. The AD probably will know them. The coach can vouch for them. You know, I guess you could have some sort of a process in place for that. But media people with cameras, just ask to see everyone on the sideline. If you see them, check them out. Unless you know them personally or whatever. It seems real easy to weed out people that aren't legit. I think I don't think this has to be difficult. And when you're in a big game, you can expect a large media presence. That's just how it works. So like you said, just let it know at the beginning of the season. Every school, here's our process throughout the season.
Yeah.
You want to come, email, that's fine. We respect that too. We're not saying a school doesn't have the right to have their own process. Believe me,
they absolutely do.
But they need to let it be known.
Just communicate it. That's all.
That simple. It's
at the beginning of the season. And if it changes, just be really mindful about it. And if you have a process, if you want an email, check the email. Don't let it be 6:15 and you haven't responded, because then it's like, okay, what do we do? That's all.
I think my biggest thing I got with it is just like when I was working, when I tried to go to Mars Park a long time ago, I had all my stuff pep call and stuff like that for me. If we're doing what the state tells us to do, you can't take away from what this, that's my military side. I'm always big on that, on the SOPs and stuff like that. They're always a standard across. And Pep know this, you don't heard this before. You always to add to the standard, but you can never take away. So you telling everybody get the Dragonfly and make sure you have that thing. If I had the Dragonfly and I'm showing, then you say, no, you still can't get it. You're not giving me no reason why. Then I think the school should be penalized. Now you say, hey, we only wanted to have a certain number of media here, like limit, then just say that or whatnot. But I think you also should have a list. Say, hey, at this school, we only support this media outlets. At this school, we support, and have it on a website so people like Matt, Brandon, anybody, Zay Flicks, anybody, like, if you're not giving people an opportunity to make content and stuff like that. And I understand it's a lot of people want to be content creators and stuff like that nowadays. A lot of people are trying to make an easy button and stuff, but most people are just doing good things for the kids. Like, we don't do this to make a buck for us. You know what I'm saying? We make money from
well, I can tell you right now, we make no money covering games.
Yeah.
Like, we don't sell our pictures. Our pictures go up for free. Highlights are for free. If a kid reaches out and wants a clip, I send them a clip.
I think that was crazy when you were like
Palisades zero profit.
We cover games because we like to cover games. Yeah. We like high school football. That's why we do it. And
the pictures are always up. Like, you go download a picture. I don't think you watermark your pictures.
No,
do you?
Nope, I don't.
No. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm saying that I think they should have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when communications happen free for invest and told station that we don't have room for you and you still show up, what else should the school do?
I'm not sure what situation you're talking about there, Mr. Davis.
I don't think y'all should have. I think, me personally, I think I can say this because it don't bother me. I think CMS don't handle a lot of things a little different this year than they used to. Like, even when I coach, we had a list. You know, if we're on it, we'll put out on the Twitter, hey, we got limited access to this game when I was it and stuff like that. Or Providence, our AD, he has strong personality. He'll sit right there, and media outlets come, and he ain't want you in there. He'll let you know. He'll tell you why. He said, I don't want this person here at this game this week. I'm Pep to tell you. He'll be like, no, I only want limited access. He'll be like, first come, first serve. He'll tell them. They'll email him. He'll tell you, all right, I got 4 already. I don't want no more people on the sideline. So I get that. But, like, you got the big game of the week. You already know that you're saying, hey, we already got the Charlotte Observer. We got the people who filming it. I would take one more local media, whoever it does, just put it out there so we do it, so they could do it, or put on IG and stuff. I think there's so many ways to get information. I don't think people are saying they don't care, that they don't mind y'all saying we can't cover their game. Just give them time. Like, don't wait. Like, I think even 3 to 4 hours in advance, I think that's to me.
Yeah. KTC, for those that don't know, I think they do a lot of kind of Western stuff, like Cleveland County out that way. If the communication's been told to them and they still show up, then
that's on them.
Then that's on them. Yeah. But in the cases that we're talking about, there's been no, communication.
But I get that too. Like, if you come up there to live stream my school and I didn't give you permission, I think if they're doing live stream commentate, you do need to ask a week prior. Say,
oh, absolutely.
I'm talking about people who come and taking pictures and stuff like that. You don't want people on the field doing the interviews and stuff. I do think a lot of people make it hard for people like Brandon and Matt who have been doing stuff. They go out there, they film that stuff to make video content to give back to the schools and everybody for free and stuff like that. But I do think it's crazy, like, seeing people talking to players during the game. Hey, what you think about that big play? If you're not with that, you ain't affiliated with that team, like you take the team media, then I understand that point of view. But so y'all doing that stuff or asking for interview, I think you need to work with the coach and the athletic director. You just can't go to the head coach and say, hey, we don't be like X, Y, and Z. I want to do this. You need to go for the athletic director and the principal so they can know what's going on, because them kids are their responsibility. They're responsible for everybody on that campus. So I get that. I
like Mr. Lattimore's statement here about a blanket policy. I
Yes.
think we're at the point where we need to have one of those because
Yeah,
we got
definitely.
different schools with different things that they enforce. And, honestly, the NCHSAA Media Pass is accepted in 90% of schools, but there is something where it says, schools have the right to reject it, and they do. But I think every local jurisdiction should, start, if they care enough, they should, frame some type of media policy and maybe have their own process. Maybe, kind of like with CMS and the background checks to be volunteer assistant coaches. Maybe they need to do media, that way.
And just one minute, Karen, I would email the AD, the CMS County AD, and the superintendent as a whole, because the AD can't really say, the county AD can't really say, hey, we don't let that ride. They don't have that full control of them schools. You had to go to the superintendent, because I tell people this all the time. The athletic directors, the county athletic directors, they over athletics, but they really can't tell a principal what could do with their school, because the principal has overall ownership of them schools and their athletic program. So I just want people to know that you have to go, and you want like a blanket policy and stuff like that, you got to address with the superintendent, the superintendent or the area superintendent. So I would email like CMS permanent superintendent, and then, now we got area superintendents. Find out who's over that area. I would email the superintendent, the area superintendent, and the athletic director of that school that you're wanting to. I'll put them three in an email, because that's how things working out there. It's not like back in the day when you had one. These hierarchy charts are crazy. Like you got it's a person who does do this job and that job. And that's not downplaying our county athletic director for CMS, but I'm just saying, really, you need to put the superintendents, the superintendent, the area superintendent, the athletic director, and the principal, because the principal has a say. The principal could trump anything that the athletic director say. They really, the superintendent is the only one who really tell a principal what to do with their athletic. The county AD to come in and say, hey, we want to run an audit on this. Hey, you need to investigate. They could inquire, make people inquire about that. That's why we tell you on the show, I'm not trying to be petty and stuff. Y'all need to go to the school board meeting. Y'all be talking about, we want to reach out to the ADs, the principals and stuff like that. Y'all want to really make a difference? I'm telling you, you got to go to the school board. School board it's just like government. You have to go to the school board.
And now I can attest, you'll be heard.
Yeah, you'll be heard.
Be heard. That's for sure.
When you email these superintendents, they'll reach out. Somebody from the office will reach out. But if you want to be heard and start making it, they'll make them reps. Them reps who then go, who's over them areas, the different areas in CMS. Everybody in the school board, they have a rep for each area. I forgot. I used to be real cool with one of them who was over there in Garrington, and that's how we got things rolling in Garrington. That's how we got the athletic superintendent, send the county AD out there to meet with the principal and Coach Galloway at the time, and the athletic director come up with a plan. But you got it. The principal has to be involved in everything, because as you go past that, they're going to be offended, and you're not going to get nothing going. That's why even Cabarrus County, their athletic director is in the same app. All county athletic directors sit in the same area where the superintendent of that county sit at. So that's the best thing to do. Just giving y'all a heads up.
There it is.
So you do that or go to school board. I highly recommend y'all take time and you guys go to school board meeting. They always have stuff voting for. We always get in here and advocate about voting for this stuff. School board meeting, go to school board, go listen to what they're talking about with your babies and stuff like that with these schools, because they're doing a lot of things. They changed a lot of historical schools in the area. Y'all need to go read what they're about to do in North Meck. They're doing the same thing they did to West Charlotte. It's a lot of things going on, and that's our history. That's our history. That's the city. That's our city history. And Matt know what I'm talking about. That's something he's been fighting about over there at Harding. That's beautiful, but they are trying to take our history away from us. So please go to them school board meetings. Don't sit and go to the PTS. That don't mean nothing. That's one level. Go to the school board meetings. Sorry, Matt. I'm just big on that. Advocate.
Right. And that's our WBT school update right there.
I'm big on it. I got babies. My daughters are in school. I go. I'm that parent, boy. I go up in there. Y'all seen Leon on me. I'm that lady. I'm that lady. I'm going.
All right. That being said, me and producer once again will be at Garinger tomorrow as they host West Meck. And
I
then
will be
on
there
Friday,
virtually.
Friday, we'll be at J.M. Robinson as they host Northwest Cabarrus. Shaquan will be at Providence RG Kill at Providence tomorrow.
No purple.
And then on Friday, he will be at Lake Norman as they host Mooresville. Another big game I forgot to talk about. South Meck hosting Myers Park. That game has moved.
Right there. You missed that.
Oh, well, we did. Okay.
Look, Brad, please. Thank you, Brad. Help me out. Yeah, we talk about that. Your computer, your Bible site was messing you up.
Yeah, the Bible study site.
Just a note, that game was going to be at Memorial Stadium, but is now moved to Waddell.
What would move to?
They were going to play South Meck Myers Park at Memorial Stadium, but they moved it to Waddell, and they're limiting tickets to 3,000. So,
is somebody? Because South Meck Field getting worked.
Yeah, they haven't played a home game all season.
Yeah.
So if you guys are going there, get your tickets early. I mean, I'll get them right now.
I'm gonna pray for everybody ankles at Waddell, boy. That field, boy.
I don't know what. I mean, I ain't been there.
Nobody played there this year.
Really? They haven't had a game at all there this year?
Man, Joe and their pop been over there fishing that field because nobody maintained that field, baby.
Wow. Okay.
Don't maybe get started. That's another hill I get on.
Well, anyway, Joe's gonna be at Burns at Shelby most likely. So follow him on Twitter for updates.
He will be there with his mock turtleneck.
Yeah, it's time now. It's time.
Yeah, baby. And the cashmere jacket, smoker jacket on, and the hat. Yes, sir.
Oh man, real. Hey, when we talked about media, that was the slime. We just didn't put the slime time on it. So, appreciate everybody watching. Thank you for
shout out to the Hornets.
Technical issues there. Yeah, Hornets playing good. If anyone's interested in Minnesota tickets, by the way, I got Minnesota tickets available for Saturday.
Hold on, man. You don't be like they say in life.
I'm sure they're courtside.
They're courtside. Them Matt Morrow
seats crazy, man.
I don't sit court. I sit in the suite, man.
Ooh. You got me a little beverage.
Good night, everybody.
Little beverage, little chicken wing.
Chicken fingers.